Evangelist Billy Sunday said in the 1920s, "The rivers of America will run with blood before we will submit to them taking the Bible out of our schools." Close quote. Sunday was wrong. And I'm not wrong when I predict that the streets of America will run with blood, red with blood, if the God-haters succeed in removing children from their homes and from the Sunday schools and church schools where the Bible is taught, where the doctrine of hell is taught, and an exclusive way of salvation. Angry atheists, shallow scholars, silly scientists, pagan preachers, and embattled evolutionists are teaching there is no God, and they have a clear agenda to remove parents as an influence over their own children. Of necessity, they attack the Bible, convinced that they can denounce, distort, denigrate, and deny it. They'll win more converts to atheism. They've been waging this war for years, and many of us have ignored their activities, considering there's more and more the typical dog and pony show that atheists have been putting on for centuries. They want to fight. They've declared war against Christians, churches, and Christ, and that's not too bright. While I consider atheists to be unimpressive fools, I'm willing to take them on. No quarter asked or given. Keep in mind, if you think I'm a little unchristian, or a little too mean, or a little too tough, that it was the atheists who declared this war. They have a war that's going on against my children and my grandchildren. And I'm angry about it, and I'm determined. I'm dedicated, and I'm disturbed. And I want other people to be disturbed. You know, I would think that people in the media who disagree totally with me would say, well, I don't agree with one thing, what he believes, what he teaches. However, he has a First Amendment right to teach his children and his grandchildren the Bible. I should think the media would realize the First Amendment that protects my rights also protects their rights as the media. But I seem to be a voice crying in the wilderness. I should think everybody would be concerned. The New Atheists are led by Richard Dawkins, Christopher Hitchens, recently deceased, no longer an atheist, Daniel Dennett, Sam Harris, known as the Four Horsemen of New Atheism. These men and others of lesser star power are experts in their fields of biology, philosophy, literature. The big problem is they seldom stay in their own fields. And like old horses, old jackasses, they stray out of their fields into mine. And in doing so, they prove they're not the scholars they pretend to be when they're outside their own fields. In fact, they easily prove they're dumb as a box of rocks. And I document all this in my book, The God Haters. I document every mistake they make, scientific, historical, and grammatical. What I call New Atheists and their books dreary, dull, dangerous, deceitful, dishonest. God calls atheists fools in Psalms 14, where he said the fool had said in his heart, there's no God. God knew what he was talking about when he said they're fools. The New Atheists are known as scholars and often refer to themselves that way. And they're so audacious and asinine as to call themselves the brights, as opposed to the rest of us who are the dims. However, what those atheist authors know about the Bible, American history, common sense, would fit into the navel of a flea. The New Atheists are petty, petulant, and prejudiced against anything holy. They've declared war against God. And here's one Christian who's accepted their challenge with gusto. I hope more will do so. In America, we've long tolerated the village idiot, as we're now doing for the village atheist. But then I repeat myself. We must now respond to the village atheist declaration of war, or we will eventually lose it all, our children and our freedom, along with the First Amendment. The New Atheists are pitiful people, fearful of being discovered as being unprincipled, unkind, and uncivilized pseudo-scholars. They stand around their ivory tower sucking their thumbs like the village idiot. They tenaciously hold to their security blankets, their university degrees, their checkbooks, their book reviews. Atheists spend their days down at the Angry Atheist Association telling each other how clever they are. They pin medals on each other for their accomplishments in writing banal books to bamboozle the hoi polloi. After reading the new crop of books by the abrasive, angry, asinine atheists, I usually close their scribbling efforts and I said, is this the best these pitiful people can do? They try to close our churches, claiming a superiority over us, and declaring so authoritatively that God does not exist. I'd be embarrassed to put my name on a book filled with antiquated charges against the Bible that have been answered for hundreds of years. New atheism is ignorance with wings. These Bible haters are not informed, but they pretend to uninformed public that they've developed a polemic against God that will produce more atheists if only people will read their books. The modern atheists speak with forked tongues and are selling to the gullible, uninformed public a rabid pig in a scarlet velvet bag full of holes. Folks, a lie is still a lie if everyone believes it. And the truth is still the truth if no one believes it. All of the new atheists appear to be angry, asinine, and arrogant. Their arrogance is exceeded only by their anger. Every new atheist makes a big push for the farce of evolution. And make no mistake, evolution is a farce, a fraud, a fake. Believed only by fools, fanatics, and fakers. Evolutionists are like a blind man in a dark basement looking for a black cat that isn't there. Atheist evolutionists try to separate the origin of the universe from the origin of life. Can't be done. I insist that we go back to the very beginning. Who or what brought everything into existence? With a straight face, the atheist evolutionist tells us that nothing created everything. However, since nothing is nothing, how can it do anything since nothing does not exist? It seems atheists believe nothing plus nothing equals something. In fact, many scientists believe that nothing plus nothing equals everything. However, sane people know that nothing plus nothing doesn't equal anything. Atheists don't know what nothing is, but they're sure nothing brought everything into existence. Aristotle suggested that nothing is what rocks dream about. But scientists are sure that 0 times 0 equals everything. The evolutionist atheist tells us that a cosmic egg the size of a pinhead was floating through space and exploded, resulting in everything in the universe. Wait a minute. Where did space come from? I'm expected to give them that. I don't give the new atheists anything, not even the time of day, but I will give them God's simple plan of salvation. After I'm told where space came from, I want to know about that cosmic egg. Where did it come from? Maybe it was laid by the cosmic chicken. Then the atheists can tell me what caused the massive explosion and how a precise, incredible universe resulted from that explosion. That is not scientific. Look, Bible haters can't flam me because I've been around. I've been across the state line in 2 directions. I've been to 3 county fairs, 1 state fair. I've been to 3 tractor pulls and 1 demolition derby. I've even been to the Grand Ole Opry where I shook hands with Minnie Pearl. So this is one good old boy who can't be seduced with snake oil salesmanship. How did we get here if God didn't do it?